Welcome back to my channel. Today we explore the value of specific coins, the top 4 most valuable USA Lincoln Wheat penny coins value in today's market. So let's get started. First up, the 1930 Wheat penny in dirty or well-worn condition can still be worth more than its face value today. In this video, we are going to talk about the history of the 1930 Lincoln Wheat penny, why collectors are interested in it, and what its value is in the coin market today, especially when it is found in normal dirty condition. The Lincoln Cent series began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The wheat penny design, created by Victor David Brenner, featured the portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, or front, and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, which gave the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. These coins were minted from 1909 until 1958 when they were replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. The 1930 issue is part of this long and beloved series, and it came at a time when the United States was in the early stages of the Great Depression. Because of economic difficulties, coinage production during these years often fluctuated. In 1930, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 157 million wheat pennies, which means the coin is not considered rare in terms of mintage. However, survival in collectible condition is another matter. Many of these coins circulated heavily, and finding an example in pristine, uncirculated shape is much harder today. Collectors look at factors such as strike, luster, and condition to determine a coin's grade and market value. For coins like the 1930 penny, condition makes the biggest difference in price. Now let us talk specifically about the value of the 1930 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in dirty or normal circulated condition. A coin in such condition has clearly been in the hands of the public for many years. Dirt, wear, and discoloration are common signs of circulation, and while these factors reduce the coin's grade, the piece still carries value as a collectible. In today's market, an average circulated 1930 penny without mint mark generally sells for between 20 cents and $1. If the coin is particularly worn, closer to the low end of the scale, its value may be just a small premium above face value. But still, that is more than 1 cent. If the coin shows some detail and is only moderately dirty, collectors might pay closer to the $1 range. Remember, even though millions of these coins were minted, many have been lost, destroyed, or damaged beyond collection over the decades. That is why demand from collectors keeps the value of even low-grade examples higher than face value. When we consider coins in higher grades, the values rise significantly. A 1930 penny, in very fine condition, can bring several dollars, while an extremely fine coin might be valued in the range of $5 to $10. Uncirculated examples with full mint red luster can sell for much more, even exceeding $20 or $30 depending on the grade and eye appeal. But since our focus is on the normal dirty condition, it is important to keep in mind that the realistic market value today is under $1 in most cases, sometimes stretching just a bit higher depending on the coin's look. For collectors, the real appeal of owning a 1930 wheat penny is being part of the journey through history. Each of these coins passed through countless hands during the Depression era, buying groceries, paying for bus rides, and serving in everyday commerce. Holding a coin like this connects us to that time in American history. While the value of a dirty circulated penny may not be high in terms of dollars, the sentimental and historical worth can be priceless for those who enjoy the hobby of coin collecting. To summarize, the 1930 Lincoln Wheat penny, without a mint mark, even in ordinary dirty condition, usually has a market value of between 20 cents and $1 today. It is not considered rare, but it is a coin that continues to capture the interest of collectors because of its place in the long-running Wheat Cent series and the historical era in which it was minted. So if you find one of these pennies in your change or an old jar at home, do not throw it away. Even in its simplest form, it is worth saving and might inspire you to start or continue a collection that tells the story of America's coinage history. Next up, the 1955 penny with the Denver mint mark, also known as the 1955 D wheat penny. This coin belongs to the later period of the Wheat Cent series, which was minted from 1909 until 1958. Even though millions of these coins were struck, collectors still look closely at the 1955 D penny, especially when it is preserved in higher grades, such as extra fine condition. In today's market, it continues to hold a stable collectible value. To understand the importance of the 1955 D wheat penny, it helps to look at its background. The Lincoln Cent series was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse of the coin carried the wheat ears design, which gave the coin its nickname, the wheat penny. By 1955, the design had already been in circulation for decades, and the Denver Mint was one of the 3 mints producing pennies that year, alongside Philadelphia and San Francisco. The Denver Mint was known for very large production runs, and in 1955 it struck over 500 million wheat cents. Because of this huge number, the 1955 D penny is considered a common date coin. However, Coin values are not only about rarity, condition plays a major role in the collectible market. A coin that has been circulated heavily with a lot of wear will only be worth face value or slightly more. But once you reach a grade like extra fine, collectors begin to pay real attention. Extra fine condition, often abbreviated as XF, means the coin still shows sharp details in Lincoln's hair, face, and coat. And on the reverse, the wheat stalks remain clear with only light wear. This makes it attractive to collectors who prefer coins with strong eye appeal without having to pay the much higher prices of uncirculated examples. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1955 D wheat penny in today's coin market. In circulated grades, most examples are only worth a few cents over face value, maybe 5 to 20 cents, because they are so common. But in extra fine condition, the story changes. Collectors are willing to pay between $1 and $3 for a 1955 D wheat penny in XF condition. The exact value depends on how sharp the details are, the color and luster of the coin, and whether it has been cleaned or damaged. Coins with original surfaces and even brown toning are generally preferred. If we look at prices in professional coin grading service holders, the values can be even more precise. In XF42, XF45, you might see consistent sales in the $1 to $2 range, while coins that are almost uncirculated will climb closer to $5 or $6. Red, brown, or red examples with excellent eye appeal will always bring a premium. For collectors building wheat penny sets, the 1955 D is an important piece to include, and while it may not be a key date, it still holds a spot that cannot be skipped. It is also important to note that 1955 is a famous year for Lincoln cents because of the 1955 double die penny from the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the most popular era coins in American numismatics. That coin sells for thousands of dollars. Sometimes, new collectors hear about the 1955 penny being valuable and think that all 1955 pennies are rare. In truth, the 1955 D penny is a very different coin. It is common, but still collectible in higher grades, and it provides an affordable entry point for anyone interested in the wheat cent series. In summary, the 1955 D Lincoln wheat penny in extra fine condition is worth around $1 to $3 in today's market. While it is not a rare or extremely valuable coin, it holds an important place in the series and offers collectors an accessible piece of history. Its value shows how condition can transform an ordinary circulation coin into a desirable collectible. For anyone putting together a full wheat penny collection, the 1955 D remains an essential coin to acquire. Next up, the 1958 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is one that attracts particular attention. Even though millions were produced, and it may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, there is still significant interest in its value and collectability today, especially when discussing its price in the modern coin market. The 1958 penny was the last year that the United States Mint produced the wheat reverse design before transitioning to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. That historical importance alone makes it an attractive piece for collectors. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it does not carry a mint mark under the date. For many people, a coin without a mint mark might appear less special, but for collectors it helps to identify where the coin was produced and adds to its story. In good condition, which is considered a circulated state where the coin shows noticeable signs of wear from use, but still maintains a clear date, readable lettering, and visible details. The 1958 wheat penny generally carries a modest value. Today, most 1958 wheat pennies in good condition are valued at around 5 to 15 cents each. While that may not sound like a fortune, it is still several times higher than the coin's original face value of 1 cent. This demonstrates the staying power of collectible coins and their ability to maintain value even after decades of circulation. However, there are several factors that influence the price of a 1958 penny without a mint mark. The most important aspects include condition, rarity, and demand. As mentioned, a good condition coin is worth only a small premium, but if the same coin is found in higher grades, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, its price can rise substantially. For example, a 1958 wheat penny in uncirculated condition can range from $1 to $3, depending on luster, sharpness of detail, and lack of wear. Collectors often seek the brightest and most well-preserved coins, which naturally makes them more valuable. Another factor that adds intrigue to the 1958 penny is the possibility of rare varieties or errors. One of the most famous errors connected to this year is the 1958 double die obverse penny, which displays strong doubling in the lettering of the motto and date, while an ordinary 1958 penny in good condition is only worth a few cents. The rare double die version can be worth thousands of dollars, with some examples selling for over $100,000 in top condition at auction. This is why coin collectors carefully inspect every 1958 penny they come across. Hoping to discover one of these rare treasures? In today's market, with coin collecting continuing to attract both seasoned enthusiasts and new hobbyists, even common wheat pennies like the 1958 Philadelphia issue hold steady demand. They serve as affordable entry points for beginners while still offering a piece of American history. The wheat design, with its classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and two wheat stalks framing the words on the back, carries strong nostalgic value. This design represents an important era of U.S. coinage that stretched from 1909 to 1958. To summarize, a 1958 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in good condition is valued today at just a few cents above face value. Typically, between 5 and 15 cents, though it may not make anyone rich on its own, it remains a desirable piece because of its history, its role as the final year of the wheat penny series, and its connection to one of the most famous coin eras in U.S. history. Collectors keep an eye out for better condition examples, and they always examine these coins closely in case they uncover the rare double die variety. This mix of history, affordability, and the potential for great rarity is what keeps the 1958 wheat penny relevant and collectible in today's coin market. Next up, the 1947 penny with the S Mint mark holds a special place for collectors. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, this coin was produced in large numbers, yet today, it has become more than just a piece of currency. It is a coin that represents history, nostalgia, and the excitement of finding hidden value in everyday change. Many people are fascinated when they discover that a small copper coin from 1947 can be worth far more than 1 cent in today's market, especially when it carries the S Mint mark and appears in unique conditions such as darker or black-toned surfaces, sometimes referred to by collectors as black shade coins. The 1947 S Lincoln wheat penny was minted in the post-war era, when copper was once again being used fully in cents after the steel cent experiment of 1943. More than 90 million examples were struck at the San Francisco Mint, which means it was not a rare coin in circulation at the time. However, as decades have passed, the number of surviving coins in collectible condition has dropped dramatically. Most pennies from that year were worn down through everyday use, but some managed to survive in better states, and these are the coins that collectors chase today. Value is often based on condition, mint mark, and collector demand. The San Francisco Mint mark adds desirability, and unusual colorations such as black shade toning can also attract attention from certain buyers. In average circulated condition, a 1947 S penny might only be worth a few cents, usually ranging between 10 and 20 cents in the current coin market. However, coins in better grades command higher premiums. In fine condition, the value increases, often moving into the range of 50 cents to $1. Extra fine coins can sometimes reach $1 to $2, depending on the sharpness of the details and the overall eye appeal. What truly changes the game is when a coin is preserved in mint state condition, meaning it never really circulated and still carries its original luster. In these cases, the value can rise significantly. For collectors today, a mint state 1947 S wheat penny can often bring in anywhere from $5 to over $20 depending on the grade. Assigned by professional coin grading services, at higher mint state levels, such as MS65 or MS66, prices can easily climb into the range of $50 to $100. The very finest examples, with strong red color and minimal marks, have been known to sell for several $100s. At auction, although black shade coins are not always given the same premium as bright red ones, they can be appealing to collectors who enjoy unique toning. And in some cases, these unusual shades can make a coin stand out and fetch a strong price when the right buyer is interested. When examining the value of a 1947 S wheat penny, it is important to understand that market prices are always changing. Factors such as the rarity of surviving high-grade examples, collector interest in the wheat cent series, and general demand for copper coins from this era all play a role in determining how much one of these pennies might sell for. A coin that looks ordinary to one person may be highly desirable to another, especially if it carries eye-catching qualities such as unusual toning or sharp details. That is why collectors often seek professional grading, or at least careful evaluation, before selling or buying coins. The 1947 S Lincoln penny may not be the rarest of wheat cents, but it remains an important piece of American coinage history. For many collectors, it represents an affordable yet rewarding coin to own. Even circulated examples tell a story of post-war America, when pennies were still widely used in everyday transactions. Higher grade examples remind us of the skill of the San Francisco Mint and the dedication of collectors who preserve these coins for future generations. Whether worth a few cents or a few $100s, the 1947 S wheat penny is a fascinating reminder that sometimes small coins carry big stories and, in the right condition, surprising value in today's market. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. See you, and next time, happy collecting.